Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for tuning in. If you're not new here, welcome back, Naomi gang. What's up, y'all? I know it's been like a month since I posted, and we're gonna do a little bit of a life update. That's what we're gonna do. Before we do that, please like and make sure you hit the subscribe button because I need the subscribers, y'all. Y'all know that. As y'all may know, as some of you guys may not know, I joined a new airline. I'm not gonna tell you what airline it is on this video. If you follow me on Instagram, you can figure out what airline I joined. My Instagram is jnaomi, JADE_NAOMI. I'm gonna insert some videos. I'm gonna insert some pictures and stuff from training. Y'all can also figure out what airline I'm with through there. So we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna tell y'all how training went. I'm gonna tell y'all what training is about. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened at home while I was in training. I'm gonna tell y'all everything. I'm gonna just give y'all a whole life update on how I am at coming home from training. I'm gonna just give it all to y'all, the real deal of the flight attendant training, switching airlines. If you are a first time flight attendant, I'm gonna give it all. So tune in. All right, so first things first, training was 4 weeks. It's 4 weeks, and for my airline, it's in Dallas. You're living in a hotel for 4 weeks. There's no like real kitchen inside of the hotel, well, inside of the room. It's more of just like a little mini refrigerator, and it's not even really a real refrigerator. It's like a little cooler thing, like a cooler. But it's a nice hotel, but it's one of those hotels that don't really like, you know, it doesn't come with like the whole, it's not a suite. So you there, you living out the hotel for 4 weeks. I was in something called the AM class. They have a PM class and they got AM class. PM obviously starts late in the afternoon, and AM starts at old dog 100, early as I don't know what, early as hell. So I was in the AM, and most of my days started at, we had shuttle times for 3:45 in the morning, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Everything was just early. I think the latest shuttle, and it was only one time that we had, was 6 a.m. Other than that, 3:45, 3:50, 4 a.m., it was just so early, and I'm not a morning person. It's a hard training. It's not easy, I'm gonna say. And the reason why it's not easy, it's not that the information isn't easy, it's just you retaining a lot of information at a fast pace. You got tests after tests, you got proficiencies, you got all of these things going on. It's like you learning one thing on a Tuesday, the test is on a Thursday, but that Wednesday before the Thursday, you learning something else for something that's on Friday. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like a lot of information getting thrown at you. 12-hour days, 12-hour class days. Also, you got to get a 90% on all tests. You got to pass all proficiencies. You know, you only get 2 retakes the whole training. That's it. So a lot of people, some people went home. There was people that went home. Some people didn't make it. So it's not easy. And yes, I earned my wings. They were earned. So the first week, you get there, you kind of get acclimated with everything. And on Wednesday, we had the announcements. You got to memorize your announcements. It's a long, it's very long. With that being said, on Tuesday, I was studying and trying to study everything for this test that was on Wednesday with the announcements. And I get a phone call. My brother crashed my car. So, of course, I was just bawling tears. I was crying. I was so stressed out, y'all. It was a lot. And I didn't have a car payment. So that's why I was even more upset. And, you know, it was just a lot going on. And it affected me. But, you know, obviously I graduated. Also, so that's week 1. You do your announcements. Week 2, you're getting ready for learning about operations of the aircraft and all that other stuff. Week 3 is irregular operations. Week 4 is graduation. So that's just a rundown of the whole training. I had 2 retakes. I failed 1 test, and when I tell you, I was crying, boohoo crying in my room, walking back and forth like, yo, God, I need this job. I cannot go without it. If you are interested in becoming a flight attendant, you've never been into, like, you know, studying ever, like you just don't feel like it, that ain't gonna fly here. You have to study. If you can't study alone, you're gonna do plenty of study groups to get with people that know what they're doing, they know a little bit of something, and you're gonna study. If you do not study with someone or by yourself, you will not succeed, and that's point blank period. So I had a retake, failed one of my tests. I was very, very, very stressed out, and you know, I studied and I ended up passing that test. So that was one of my retakes. Then I had to do a second retake. Why? Because on one of the proficiencies, when you operate the doors, I didn't operate it right. So it's considered a retake. That was my 2 retakes, and that was it. So it was tough. It was tough, and I feel very. Let me tell you one thing. This is my last airline. This is where I'm committed to this airline. This is where I'm retiring from. This is my career airline, because I will not go through another training. The amount of emotional roller coasters that you go through, you get past one thing for another thing to come. And one of the things I kept saying through training, I'm like, all right, can we get past this so I can have anxiety about something else? You know, it's just a lot of up and down. Like, yeah, my anxiety was through the roof, like the roof. And it was tears, crying. Like, it's a lot. And to go through that again for another airline, if it's not private, this is my last commercial, so this is what I'm sticking with. Some people think differently. Like, I have plenty of friends that have gone through 3 and 4 trainings. I'm not going through. I went through one, and I went through another one. That was it. The previous one was for Piedmont Airlines, regional airline. I can say them. I don't work for them anymore, so I can say their name. That was a regional airline of American Eagle, and that training was hard too. I was a flight attendant for them for 5 years, and then I decided to switch to this airline just because it makes sense. The money makes sense, the longevity, and if I want to make a career out of it, I need to go somewhere where they're going to pay me better. But if you're looking to be a flight attendant, in the section underneath the title of this video, I want to list some airlines that are hiring right now. They may be regional, they may be mainline carriers, they may be Lexus. I'll let y'all know what's what. I'm not going to get into what's the difference right now between regional and mainline, because that's not what this video is about, but I'll still list some that's hiring right now. Also, the training for this particular company is an unpaid training. So before you go, if you work, you know, if you don't work, whatever the case may be, you need to save some money, because if you don't, you're gonna be looking real crazy. You don't get paid until after you graduate, and you got to be able to have some money to survive. Granted, this company gave us meal cards, so we can use the meal cards at any restaurant and buy things, not the market, but you can use stuff at like regular restaurants and buy food and buy drinks or whatever you want to do. But that money runs out quick because the hotel restaurant was not cheap. And if you want to go somewhere else, either you're going to walk, and it ain't that much to choose from walking distance, so you're going to Uber places. So you need to get groceries, and you need to get snacks. It's a lot. So have some money for training so that you can get through smoothly. I know I'm kind of like all over the place right now, because I told myself that this video was going to be I was just going like free fall, or like do a free. I didn't have it. It wasn't an organized video. I was just going to talk, give y'all the updates on what's been going on and why I haven't posted in a month. So just follow me. Also, the good thing about this company is, if you did or didn't know, at my previous airline, I was based in Philly. So I commuted. When I say commuted means you're a commuter. You don't live in base. So everything I do when it's time to work, I had to go to Philadelphia. Whether it be drive, and before the pandemic, I could fly from Baltimore to Philadelphia. I'm from Baltimore, if y'all didn't know. But whether that case may be, when the pandemic happened, flights from Baltimore to Philly wasn't available. So then I had to drive, which also caused me to, if I didn't want to drive and I wanted to fly, I would drop my trips in Philly, pick up Charlotte trips, and fly Baltimore to Charlotte to get to work. I was extremely tired of it because it's tiring. 4 days can turn into 5 days. If a flight get in late, you miss your flight home. That's the last flight out. Okay, well then that's the last flight out. Okay, well then you spending the night wherever you was at. Things can be long. Now with this company, I'm from Baltimore, live in Baltimore. I'm based in Baltimore, BWI. I'm here. The airport is 15 minutes from my house. I feel like I hit the jackpot, definitely, because For those of you who are flight attendants, y'all understand my pain when I say commuting and how much of a relief it is right now to be based at home. To be able to get up, get in the car or Uber or whatever the case may be and just go to the airport, and it's 15 minutes away. No going early, no getting up and going the day before, no 4 days turning into 6 days, 4 days turning into 5-day trips, like none of that. It's very simple, get up, go. When you get off that plane and the trip is over, get in the car, go home. 15 minutes. So that's a blessing that I have. Also, I'm able to pick up trips and work more than my minimum hours, because at my previous airline, I could do that, but it was like by the time I get home from a trip and I commuted in, I don't want to pick up, and I need a day off, because if a 4-day turned into a 5-day and I only had 2 days off, well, that 1 day after that 4-day took up one of my days. Now I only got 1 day. Why would I pick up a turn? I need to chill because I'm about to go right back to work 2 days later, you know? I need time off. So now it's a little bit different. It's just much easier. It's very convenient, and I am so grateful to be able to be based at home and I don't have to commute anymore. I am living the life. This is like it's like paradise when you're in the pilot flight attendant world, being based at home. I can get into specifics about what y'all want to know. Just put it in the comment box and let me know what y'all want to know about, like, the flight attendant life. I actually just did my first trip. I came home yesterday. It was a 3-day trip. This is my first trip out of training. Well, I did my OE. OE stands for operational experience, where you're not really technically a real flight attendant yet until you graduate. So you do the operational experience while you're in training, and you go on the actual plane, on the actual flight, and you train. So that's that. But I did my first actual trip as a graduated, finished, official flight attendant. I came home from that trip yesterday. It was a 3-day and it started Monday. I overnighted the first night in Pittsburgh, and then the second overnight was Tulsa, Oklahoma, which was pretty fun. It was cool. I had never been to Tulsa, Oklahoma, so it was new to me. And we stayed downtown and we did some exploring. If you don't know what the center of the universe is, that's where we went. You stand in the middle of like the ground. It's the center of the universe, and you can like hear yourself talking. It like echoes or something like that. Google it if you don't know what it is. I can't explain it. That's the only way I can explain it. We went to the Black Wall Street. We had we went to a black owned soul food spot that was on the Black Wall Street. What else? Tulsa was hot, but it wasn't humid, so it wasn't that bad. And I really enjoyed my crew. My crew really, they helped me out because I was still, you know, coming from working by yourself on one aircraft, because I used to work on 50-seaters, 145 aircraft. It's called the Embraer 145, I should say. And it's 50 people. You work by yourself. It's one flight attendant to every 50 passengers. So if you got 55 passengers, you're gonna have 2 flight attendants. So coming from an airline where I work by myself on aircrafts to working with 2 other flight attendants or 3 other flight attendants, it's definitely a challenge, but it was good. They helped me out. It's more learning. I feel a little bit more comfortable now after this first trip, but I still got some more things to learn. And when I say things to learn, meaning like what this flight attendant is supposed to do, what this flight attendant is supposed to say, when they're supposed to say it, when they're not supposed to say it, what section does that, you know, it's a learning thing, because I'm so used to doing everything on my own. I make my own announcements. I serve by myself. I do everything alone. So going into this and having a 3 flight attendant crew or 4 flight attendant crew, it's definitely a challenge, because I was just like, you know, one of the flight attendants told me, like, you know, you can sit down, you can take a break, go eat something, chill, because I'm so used to doing everything by myself that I was doing extra, like stuff that I wasn't supposed to do. Like, you supposed to pick up trash for your section. I went and picked up the trash for the whole plane. So just like that, and it's not a bad thing. Some people don't like it, some people do, but again, that's not a bad thing. I'm just like I over help, because that's what I'm used to. Like, sitting down and not doing anything and just chilling is like, okay, well, what do we do next? So we just gonna sit here, you know? So that was definitely a challenge for me. What else was a challenge? You know, just, it's not as much work. It's a little bit more easier having other flight attendants work with you, because you don't have to do everything. So, but it was fine, you know, learning all the positions. Each position has a different responsibility. Your position that you stand when boarding is different. When you serve is different. Who does what in the front, who does what in the back. Everything it's all different. Each position is just different. So it's coming together, and I'm gonna get it. I'm okay. Like I'm doing good, but I still have more like learning to do, I should say. So yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear people in the background, but it is someone in here, and I do truly apologize if y'all can hear someone outside of this door talking on the phone. Y'all probably can hear it right now. I'm not cutting it out. It is what it is. Oh, you hear that? I'm gonna insert some pictures and videos from training after this is over, like inside of this video once I'm done speaking to y'all, and I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of things from training. So thank you guys for tuning in. This was just a life update of what's going on. I'm currently home now in Baltimore. I have 2 days off, and then I go on reserve on call on Saturday, and we're gonna see what they're gonna give us. I'm gonna make a vlog about that too. But other than that, it's been good getting back with y'all. I'm gonna keep the things flowing. I got another video coming. I'm not gonna leave y'all without nothing uploaded again for a month, because that was a long time. Y'all probably was looking for me out there like, what is she gonna upload? Is she gonna upload anything? And you know, I was gonna vlog the whole training, but it was too much. I couldn't do it. I needed to focus. Vlogging that training, I was probably gonna start it and it wasn't gonna get done. So yeah, I'm here now. I'm glad I graduated. I'm grateful, and we're gonna keep things going. More videos to come. Let me know what y'all want me to talk about when it comes to this fight that's in their life too.
I've been all in my phone, I got options, and I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. Baby, I'm late, but I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body. My mind, my body. My body says